Dedicated to remembering a man who preached nonviolence. One city is bearing the scars of a violent week. 4 people killed in and around Fort Pierce in the past 6 days, including a 16-year-old boy.
His smile, he made people laugh and just kept the day going for me.
Covering the Treasure Coast tonight with the largest news team on the Treasure Coast, Jon Shainman is joining us with the story of the local organizations trying to stem the tide of violence. It's a story all new at 6.
Again, no arrests in those murder cases just yet. The latest, that 16-year-old who was shot and killed last night. Often it is the criminal cases that make the headlines, but it's the groups that work tirelessly behind the scenes trying to erase that history who want and need more attention. In Fort Pierce, the Martin Luther King Day Parade is as big as it gets. You can even hear from a young Dr. King.
My message is, I have a dream.
Well, despite all the positive signs you see out here on the parade route, the sad truth is on a day that we celebrate a man who preached nonviolence, the police here in Fort Pierce have their hands full. 3 murder cases in just the past week. After the parade, a community event where groups like Save Our Children were out raising money. Nourishing bodies now, nourishing minds later with after-school tutoring and summer programs. Devoshe Johnson started going at age 12. He now chairs the board.
They came through our neighborhood and I was skipping school and they asked me, hey, why aren't you in school? And
Johnson says at community events like this, you see role models. The city just needs more of them.
not necessarily behind a desk or, at a board meeting per se, but actually feet on the street where these kids recognize and say, hey, I know you.
Out on the parade route, there's evidence of plenty of activities for children to get involved in. Parents like Lucas and John says it all starts in the home.
We got to teach them. They got to learn and they got to go to school.
And while these sirens don't signal trouble, the hope is to see them less frequently out in the city neighborhoods.
Yeah, it's really tough because these kids are really young and they don't deserve what's going on.
Many people we spoke with said violence is not unique to this city and that it's a small element that gives the entire population a bad reputation. If you have any information in any of these recent crimes, you're asked to call Fort Pierce Police or Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers at 1-800-273-TIPS.